don't recall asking that.
What? Why didn't I shoot the school up?
No. Never mind.
You said something along the lines of that. She was like, why? What makes you think that? What? How do you think that you're able to handle it? How did you survive it? And I'm like, I don't know. I've always just been so positive, and I feel like I was born with a guardian angel. Because, I didn't get a chance to meet him. You know what I'm saying? I was born in December. He died in October. So I felt like he knew about me, of course, duh. So I felt like I was born with a guardian angel. That's how I was able to just be so correct. Oh, damn it. So, whatever. So that's how I was able to always be so, I don't know, grounded or positive. I don't know. I just feel like I had that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a grandparent. You know what I'm saying? It was my, paternal relative.
Right.
So
paternal.
And she was like, I never thought of it that way because she had the same thing happen to her with one of her grandparents back in the day that she never got the chance to meet. Yeah. And she was like, she said she learned that from me. I was like, I'm a psychologist now.
You never know how stuff works. So.
Exactly. So I always say, don't let that hurt child. Yep. Don't let that hurt child make your grown up decisions because sometimes we can.
But I will say, as a man, it is fun messing with women who didn't have no father figure growing up.
That's not fair.
Who got daddy issues? I'll be your daddy baby.
But it's a lot of guys.
I'll be
that's not fair because people. This one dude told me, was like, "Oh, I'm gonna teach you some stuff because you didn't have your daddy around." So I had my uncle. And I had uncles and I had my mama.
That ain't the same thing.
I still had a man in my life who taught me how things go.
But can I say something?
I'm afraid to let you say it.
Don't you call your boyfriend daddy?
That's a different. That's a whole nother different type.
Nah, that's still from that. That's still from that. I'm telling you.
Something else.
I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna put your business out there like that.
I've never been called daddy by a chick from a 2-parent household. I tried. She looked at me crazy, like, nigga, what? That's disgusting.
No.
You act like that's not like a common thing.
For girls who grew up without fathers.
But it's not like I didn't. It's not like I had it was the actual reason why I didn't have.
One of my
he didn't like he went to go get milk and he never came back. It's different.
One of my guy friends, he don't care for Mother's Day. I mean, not that we're talking about holidays and things like that, but he don't care for it. His mother was, shitty to him.
That's why.
So he was just like,
so he don't care either.
Me, I'll be
he was like, I hate Mother's Day.
What was you finna say?
I'll be glad my mama dead. I ain't got about shit Mother's Day. I ain't.
Girl.
But if you listen to a story, you would understand why when we talked about it, I said, damn, I wouldn't care about it either. Sorry, Lord. Lord forgive me. Lord forgive me. Lord forgive me.
Sorry, Lord.
Lord forgive me. But I promise you, the way he described it, I'm just like, yeah, I understand because I've been there. My mom's been my mom since she was my mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't, you're not gonna have the perfect relationship because we're two different people. Yeah. But at the same time, I know she got my back. I know she loved me. We get on each other's nerves. You know how Patricia's dramatic. I get it from her.
She be like, Patricia.
She called earlier. What you doing? Oh, okay. Well, look. See what happened was, and she wondered. I don't know why you so dramatic. I don't know why you always so dramatic all the time. Oh, you don't. You don't. Patricia. You don't know. Okay, but I think as I'm getting older, we're getting better because we've had some time apart. She got the chance to miss me. Now the more that we, as an adult, she's learning me now, and we're able to talk about things now more comfortably because I'm an adult. I understand a lot more now. Yeah, and I think she likes me even more now. She actually calls me and talks to me and see what I'm doing. We actually have conversations now. The last few years.
Oh, be calling me and don't want nothing.
They never want anything. What you
want, woman?
What you doing? The same thing I was doing 5 minutes ago. But no, but I understand his story because you never can put yourself in somebody else's shoes, but you can listen and understand. So I get what he's saying. I still feel bad though. I just still feel bad because I don't. I know you don't, but I do. I'm just like, dang, man. But so now all you have to do now is when you have children, just be the best father you can be because I can only imagine what kind of daddy you're gonna be. I'm gonna have to come in like your daddy get your nerves. Right, here I come. I'm gonna come pick him up and go take him somewhere.
Man. So.
What are you?
So, what you bring to the table?
What you got?
Child. So since we're talking about childhood traumas, I did mention, and we mentioned that hindering you in your adult life, that could also interfere with the way that you deal with people. Outgrowing friendships, outgrowing relationships, outgrowing family ships.
Yeah, fuck Charles and them. Oh. Nah.
So
what are you saying? So is it normal to outgrow friendships?
Well, that too, and that could have something to do with the way that you respond to people because of the way that you grew up. When you're
do you feel like that? Do you feel like that can way?
Yeah, exactly, because it starts at home. You know what I'm saying? So when you go out in the world, that's how you deal with people, and then you end up outgrowing your friendships because of what you were taught at home. You've taken it, you know what I'm saying? Or you may have resentment towards certain people.
I feel like outgrowing friendships is perffically normal, though.
It is normal.
Like I got a lot of homies that, I got a lot of friends from my childhood I can't be around no more because, you know what I'm saying, they killing people, doing this and that, I'm not on that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't say no names.
That would be a first.
I ain't say no names, you know what I'm saying? They selling dope, you know what I'm saying? I got, a matter of fact, a few years ago, I was with one of my homeboys, and this trap got raided. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be around that, if I'm not in that life.
He's I'm a comedian. I have an image to him. I can't be getting raided in houses. I'm supposed to be over here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because some people are still where they were when y'all were children.
Yeah.
Some people haven't elevated.
Yeah, and it's common for people to be like, oh, you acting different, you acting funny because now you have advanced or found different things within yourself or new things that you want to do, right? Mm-hmm. So back to what you were saying, people are kind of stuck or they're stagnant, There's a lot of people that be like that for years, 10 years, 20 years, all their life.
They stuck in their ways.
I even hear, older people say, man, they still be on that same, that we used to do that 20, 15 years ago.
You ain't changed now one bit.
Some people just still the same. Some people can't change.
Yeah.
So you've outgrown friendships just from do you think your childhood trauma has,
So I got some of my friends from back in the day, but it's not on the same. I would say it's not on the same level. You know what I mean? Like I ain't going to the club with them. I ain't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's what's up, man? How you doing? How your mom doing? That's about it.
That's
Right.
Yeah,
right.
But it's definitely normal because in life we either evolve or we disappear. You know what I'm saying? So if they not evolving, they gonna be on that same stuff until they disappear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you think some?
How you feel about? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask her. I was gonna ask her what you was gonna ask.
No, I've actually had that experience. When I got diagnosed with cancer, I lost my whole friend group.
Really?
Wow.
Friend group because I couldn't go out to the clubs. I wasn't fun to be around anymore. And I was the sick friend. I literally lost my whole friend group.
You was going to the club. You was outside.
I was outside.
You was outside.
But I was like one of those people. I was supporting my friends because they were doing music.
Yeah.
So I was a supportive friend, but with having cancer, I just couldn't do it no more.
Yeah.
And so since I couldn't do that no more, I wasn't a fun friend. So they literally didn't call me, didn't check on me. Nothing. It devastated me because they were the only friends I knew for the longest. So I literally lost my whole friend group.
So not even just one.
No, the whole, there's 5 or 6 of us, in that little group, and none of them haven't talked to them.
We can go jump them.
Yeah.
What you want to do?
Put my paws on.
It's so weird because you would think it would bring people together.
Yeah.
But then I realized that it goes to childhood trauma thing. I'm the type of person I'm very attached to people.
Right.
So I tend to attach to broken people, right? And I didn't realize how broken they were because to me they're not broken; they're just how they are.
Yeah.
And so I didn't realize that until I started looking into it. I was like, oh, they was only with me because I could do this for them. They weren't with me because I did that for them. And I was like, oh, this really wasn't a friendship. I was a resource to them for real. So.
Wow.
Did you share the post?
Wow.
Did you share the post?
I never knew that.
I can't get on my phone.
I'm so glad that we're having this conversation. Because I would have never known that if you didn't share it.
That's just if you have a baby. You know what I'm saying? You have to care for another person. Right. And, but it's not always like that, though. I've seen some situations where someone's had a kid. Oh, you can't do this. You don't know what I can do.
Right.
You just jump ship because you know that I'm not going to be able to be out as I was able to be out before because now I got responsibilities and stuff.
Yeah. Responsibilities.
Yeah, responsibilities. You don't watch Rugrats? You don't watch Rugrats? They had responsibilities. But I did not know that. But now look at you, got a whole nation that know who you are now.
They know
Which
your
is like
name.
so weird because like I've gone in like grocery stores and stuff.
People know
And
you.
people don't know me, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm still like, what people don't know is like I'm very introverted, so like I'm very to myself.
Mm-hmm.
So like, with you guys, I'm comfortable, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But like, if I was just by myself, like I would be in my little corner by myself. So it's so weird when people like come into my bubble because like I appreciate it, but at the same time, like inside I'm freaking out. Like, how do you know me? Where do you know me from?
Yeah.
Right.
Girl, everybody know you. Right. You world-renowned nation. Girl, you are a pageant winner. What are you talking
You're
about?
everybody's
Of course.
favorite. You're everybody's
Of
favorite.
course, but get used to it because you're just going to become more well-known from here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You making noise, girl?
Exactly.
I'm trying to make some noise. And it's a great feeling because I told myself, like, before I leave, I want to make an impact. So
You
I'm like,
you doing
it
Been
better
did.
than when I came.
Look,
So.
been there, done
You're
that.
doing a damn good job.
You've been did that, girl.
Before you leave here, you got to recite one of your poems for us too.
For sure.
Oh
Do
yeah.
that.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
So.
Jinx,
Jinx,
go ahead.
Jinx, you owe me Starbucks. Jinx,
So.
wipe your forehead,
No,
please,
no,
please.
It is a little hot in here.
No,
City
it's
no.
like-
That's not sweat.
No, I know. It's like
So like,
until your eyebrow now.
You couldn't say that off camera.
No, because it's still right there. Anyway, go ahead.
So let's get down to the nitty gritty. This one. Do you feel like marriage is worth it in today's day?
That's a good question.
It can. It can be. It depends on the person. It depends on who it is, and the situation, and how willing you are to make it work.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think those two individuals, they just gotta want that same thing, just being on the same page, and just ready to change their life to go that route. Because I still do believe that some people marry for the wrong reasons too.
Yeah.
So
They do.
they put on a front. So yeah.
I feel like y'all lying.
I'm being 100% honest because I know how you feel already, so I don't even want to.
I feel like marriage is not worth it, and it worth it today. If you think about it, the most successful, because marriage is a business, and that's why you sign a business contract when you get married.
No, prenup.
No, not a prenup. The marriage license.
For the license.
Is a business contract. It's you gotta when it don't work, where you gotta go to court. You gotta get lawyers to divide. Think about this. Like I said earlier, if let's say you were an NBA, NFL player, some type of sports, and they said, "Hey, we like you, we want to sign you, but we're gonna give you $5 million a year, but at any time we can decide if we like somebody else and want to replace you with them, and or we can just decide we don't want you anymore and we'll drop you and take half of everything you've accumulated when you were with us."
And that's a bad business deal, just
That's
like
right.
you said. Just like you said.
That's what marriage is. That's essentially what marriage is.
But it's not always like that, though. It's not always like that. It's very rare that.
It is not rare.
Okay, so was it back then in our grandparents' days? Was it more worth it back
It's
then?
probably
Back
just not a
then-
high
Was it or was it worse?
Back then,
I think it was convenience. They was together for convenience.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I was. They didn't marry for
Yeah.
love back then.
Yeah.
They married for stability.
Sometimes they did. I feel like
You're-
there's half
You
of
are
me.
a child of stability marriage.
I know
I
that,
think
but
that-
that don't mean that it doesn't exist. I know it exists. I have family members who have been married for years. Nothing that no scandals, no
But
bullshit
the
that
thing
we
is-
know
the thing
of.
is, you don't know what they did, what they haven't told you.
But the thing is, they're still married and they still whatever
Did
they're
you-
doing, they're making it work for them.
They making it work for them. Then probably because it's a business, they understand that this is a business at the end of the day. I know a lot of women that's married to men. They know he got hoes. You know what I'm saying? Long as he take care of home.
Why do you have your thing?
I think he was like turning it around.
It was blocked anyway.
Yeah.
But
You gotta learn how to talk off camera so they don't hear all this stuff.
well, anyway, they didn't hear that. But a part of me still feels like it can be worth it. Like I said, it just depends on the
It's
person.
only gonna work for some.
Yeah.
It's only gonna work for some.
Because say if you try, say if you got married, you tried, it didn't work out. But I know a lot of people who were married It didn't work out simply because they just found out that they weren't compatible in a marriage. But they were there to this day. They're still friends. People that got married young out of high school, they're still friends now. You know, they don't have any kids together, but they were able to walk away free, single.
They married while they had nothing, and
see, there's a lot of people that get married once to get a divorce, and they say, "I ain't never marrying again." Now, some people will get married again and again and again, but I guess it just depends on the individual. What about
at that point, you're just looking for somebody to die with.
Okay, because what about I can't think of her name. She's one of the twins. Tia, Tamara, which one of them?
Tia?
Yeah, okay, so she was married, right? And then she left her husband, and now she regrets it.
Well, she left?
Yeah, she did leave him.
Let me hop on IG real quick.
No.
She did. She regrets it now. So
I slide in the celebrity DM.
Do it. No.
I guess, she was, because sometimes...
I jumped in Steph Curry wife DMs.
I mean, like, a lot of people were. You weren't the only one. What you say? I think you're beautiful. Don't listen to me.
I don't remember what I said. I can pull it up for you, though.
She not gonna come. Look.
She read it, though.
She happy now. She happy now. Just like we were all shocked when Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert broke up.
I wasn't.
We were all surprised about that.
I did see that. Yeah.
They were supposed to adopt me. Usher and Chili. They were supposed to adopt me. I'm still mad about that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, but that's their business. You know what I'm saying? People judge and they speculate and they have their opinions. But you don't know what goes on in their household. They could still be friends. They could still be cool. They just like, you know what, this is whatever. They just grow apart. Just like we talked about earlier. They just grew apart or grew away from each other. It doesn't mean that it's on bad terms.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They could still be. I wouldn't mind if we got married today and we broke up. We would still be able to have our friendship. I'd be cool with that.
I feel like you can marry for love, but it has to be love is not gonna pay the bills.
Of course not.
Love ain't gonna make it work.
It's a partnership. It's a partnership. Y'all gotta work. Y'all gotta work together.
Play your part.
You gotta be equal effort.
It's a two-way thing.
No, but even okay, so what does that mean though?
Equal effort.
Yes.
I have to do my part. You gotta do your part. We gotta just be one. We have to be equal. We have to be one.
What is it? But that's
we have to unify.
How do you define your part? So, would you marry a man who makes less money than you?
Yeah.
I would too.
Would you marry a man that works at McDonald's?
Yeah.
We on camera, don't lie.
No, I would, cause you have a job.
So you
have a job.
So you make,
and they make more nowadays.
You making $30,000 more a year than him.
Because you know what? He could elevate. You never know.
His
place at that moment don't mean that's where he's gonna be for forever.
What if he doesn't? What if he's comfortable? What if he's comfortable being Calvin at Work the Fries?
Then we're gonna have to have a conversation with Calvin and see if he can become general manager. Or how long you been working there for? 10 years. Okay, we need to start investing. We need to start investing and eventually own one of them.
Right.
Then you know it's gonna happen. You know it's you saying
he
that.
He gonna get rich and leave me. I know. Leave me.
No, I'm not saying that. What's gonna end up happening is if he's not that kind of person and mentally who has that kind of mindset, all you're going to be doing is nagging him and making him feel like he's not good enough.
And then at that point, that's when we have to separate. Because if I'm trying to help you and you're not trying to help yourself and I'm supporting you, that's different. Yeah.
Which could all been avoided had you just married for business in the first place.
If I had married
for business.
If I had married Calvin's brother that owned McDonald's.
His older brother Devon or his uncle or somebody
that actually owns McDonald's.
Yeah.
But that's why I say you never know. Like I know a lady who I think she worked at the bank or something like that, and her husband now, he I don't know what he did. I think he was a car salesman or something like that.
Yeah.
Back then. I
mean, he already making money though, Carter.
But he was like I don't know, but something like that. He worked at the dealership, something at the dealership, but he didn't sell cars. He did something else there, probably like a janitor or something, I don't know. But they came together. They in freaking Texas somewhere, earning 6 figures together because she saw, I guess, not a potential, but she listened to him. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. My dreams are this. And she already was making money already. She had been a manager at the bank for forever. And now, I don't know what they're doing. Now I haven't seen her in a long. This is one of my old coworkers from like years ago. I was like 19 when I met her. Now they're in Texas making 6 figures. They got together. They both had dreams. They put them together, figured out, and they older now. They said that we ain't gonna have no kids. We're gonna focus on me and you. You know what I'm saying? And they're still good now. So it just depends on, like I said, your effort. If you're willing to stay and make it work, and if the other person isn't willing to, you know, not go in the direction where you're trying to make them go, but take heed to what you're saying and comprehend to it and apply it, that's different. Just like a teacher. I can only help you so much.
And then I feel like, too, a lot of people you don't meet a person for real until you marry them. So, like, when I got married, me and my wife made a lot of, there was a lot of things I made clear, like, so I married a woman with 4 kids. Okay, cool. I still want kids. You know what I'm saying? We got married. She changed her mind about wanting kids. Like, you can't just do that. She's like, well, we already got kids. Bitch, these ain't mine. Okay?
She said we like you.
Wow.
Like you the father.
These niggas call me by my first name. But no,
That doesn't like you.
That's a problem too. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just a lot. I feel like if people be themselves and just make their motives and act and their they move with intent. You know what I mean? You got to ask the right questions. Marriage. I'm not saying marriage can't work or it's not worth it, but you got to make it worth it. You got you can't just be like, oh, I love this girl. I'm gonna put a ring on it. Hold up now, nigga. You got to wait a minute now. Wait a minute now.
Think about this.
You got to, as a man, you got to meet her mama. You got to see what she gonna be like in 10, 15 years. Because even though we don't believe it, all women become their mothers.
I'm kind of becoming my grandma.
All women.
I skipped my mama.
All women become their mothers, or their grandmother, or whoever they look. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the thing. So if her mama or her grandma is mean and hate men and surly, that bitch gonna be mean and hate men and surly too. You know what I'm saying?
Cause I'm like my mama already, and you met my mama before. Yep. So that ain't. I don't think that's a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually...
Well, do your mama got a man right now?
She got a couple. I'm playing. No, my mom doesn't actively date, but she, at the same time, she does not... She's not opposed to it. Because she said, I'm older now, you know what I'm saying? Because she said the reason why she didn't really date was because she had girls, and she was afraid for someone to try to come and do something to us. You know what I'm saying? So she was protective of us. And I kind of felt like, dang, so it's my fault. But she been engaged 3 times and broke all of them off. Wow. My mama don't take no mess. Like, you lie one time, you out. Oh, okay. And that's what had happened.
So she just saw some red flags.
And she said, you gotta go. Got to go.
She don't tell you this, but I bet she be sitting up like, you know what, I bet Robert wasn't that bad of a guy.
Nope, because that dude was horrible anyway. Because me and Shea was like, we didn't like him. So it's okay. Because we was like, I'm like, you know, do you wish that you all would have kept in touch? And my mama, she was like, no, not really. And Shea said, good, because we really didn't like him that much. I'm like, no, we didn't.
It ain't about y'all.
It is, because we gotta come over to your house and see this man sitting up with his ugly toes out all the time. We don't want to see that.
You see, y'all them kind of kids. I hate that.
we don't be blocking. We just, just like our mom wants the best for us. We want the best for her too.
It sounds like y'all want the best for y'all.
No, because
look, because your mama, because Larry's cool.
Yeah, cool guy.
He cool. He nice, respectful.
Cool. Stop saying people's names. Dang.
What else am I supposed to say?
You could have said he cool.
Because mom's man is cool. Yeah, but your mom's cool.
It's very cool.
They're kind of like they're very cohesive, and I like that.
Yeah. I love it for her.
So when the wedding come, just make sure she got to throw the bouquet to us. We can split it.
Yeah, we get the other half. I'll take the other half.
So, all right now, Miss Ashley, you care to explain your feelings on marriage?
So I have this theory that I do in my friendships and even like in my relationship. Can I imagine having to be homeless with this person for 6 months?
Oh shit, that's deep.
If I can't see myself having absolutely nothing with this person, I don't make a relationship with them, friendships. I don't
associate.
I don't pour my energy into it. But the idea is you have to
imagine that's deep.
Being at the worst with that person. And if you can be like, okay, at this worst, can we create something out of it? That's why I go in with now with my relationship and friendships, because
dang, I wish I'd have knew you back then.
It feels like to have nothing. And if you just have that person, what can y'all do with it?
Exactly. Exactly. Because if that's your person, that's your other half.
Yeah.
Because you know what I don't have, you have. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be one. That's why I said be one.
Yeah.
Because I can't be the one doing all the work. You can't be the one doing all the work either. Because how are we gonna get anywhere? With you pulling me or me pulling you?
Right.
It's dead weight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was thinking the same thing. Because of course, you want to prosper and be successful with your person.
Right.
But what if something happens and you're up here and then everything kind of comes crashing down?
Yeah, I wish I
Then
knew you back then. I swear I would save myself so much time. For real, my marriage failed twice.
At least you tried.
Hey.
Yeah.
I can give you effort for trying.
Give yourself credit.
You have to give yourself credit sometime.
At least you experience that. There's a lot of people that can't say that. Just to have the experience. That's you still got knowledge behind that.
So now you know what not to do for next time.
Right.
Well, would you get married again?
I don't know. If I could just be one of them guys, you know what I want to be?
Oh Lord.
You know those couples that get engaged but go years,
get married,
never set a date, and years go by.
Oh, my fiance.
I love that.
Oh, you have one of them?
My brother is like that. He's been like engaged to the same person for years, and they've like planned the wedding. She ain't bought a wedding dress. All this.
See,
they've never got married.
I love those guys.
So it's like,
I love those guys because realistically, it's all about the ring. She just want to post the ring on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Get her little 2,000 likes and shit. You go, girl. That's all that.
Congratulations.
That's all that she care about for real.
I better get invite to the wedding. And it ain't
gonna be no wedding, goddammit.
At this point, they need to go to Vegas.
And it's a load.
Or to the car house. And then come back, we got mad. Okay, cool. We can have a reception at Uncle JoJo in them house, and we can go to the backyard barbecue.
Uncle JoJo.
That's then they still getting married. We didn't fail. Now we still getting married at that point.
Why? Because the
point is to avoid that contract, signing your name on that.
Oh, so they still got married. You're saying that they still failed.
Yes.
So what about y'all remember Honey Boo Boo? Honey Boo Boo Child. So Mama June, remember her daddy Sugar Bear, the old man with no teeth.
Yes.
So remember when they didn't get married, but they had a commitment ceremony. So they committed to each other. Was it legally? I don't know. That's white. That's called a white people workaround. That's a smart man.
I'm gonna lie, that is a good idea.
He was old as hell. I don't think he probably could have. He was old as hell.
I'm gonna say that to my next chick. We ain't gotta get married, baby. Let's have a commitment ceremony. Listen, I'm not fucking no more hoes. Just her. I promise.
That's your commitment.
It. That's my commitment.
And I promise. I'm gonna be so embarrassed. I can't believe this man.
Listen. Hey, baby. Pinky swear. Pinky.
Remember on Norbit when they had them ring pop rings? Yeah. I'm gonna get you a ring pop ring. What kind of flavor do you want?
I was just gonna bring that up. Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
That is smart. I gotta start hanging with more white people, man.
He finna go make a whole bunch of white rings.
Look, no, because I've never seen that done anywhere else but there. And guess what? They ain't married. They ain't committed no more.
I've heard of it in movies and shit before, but
I guess it's really
I haven't. I've only seen it just with them. Yeah. But look, Sugar Betty when actually got married to somebody. For real. So, I don't know.
But.
Do we have any comments?
We hadn't checked it yet.
Oh. I've been checking it. George laughed at the beginning, and there ain't been no more comments yet.
Did y'all share the live?
He over there laughing.
Yeah.
I don't have service.
But okay, so Miss Ashley, tell us what you got going on. Oh, you just dropped a new project. Tell us about that.
I just dropped a new album, Black God, featuring my brother Courtney Bell, and it's got over 10,000 streams right now.
Oh
shit!
So it's like my second album I've done. My first album I did Poetic Advisory, but this second album was like really something I put together that I really love. And yeah, I'm proud of it. Like I'm really proud of it.
Of course, as you should be, because I've listened to it. I'm just like, this girl.
See, people don't know this about me, but I write poetry too. I was thinking about dropping an album. What advice would you give me? Listen, I do write.
Put all your heart into it, for real.
No, I really do write. Anybody that knows me for real know I write poetry.
He does.
I wrote a poem about getting molested in front of the whole school.
Oh man.
In high school?
In high school, yeah.
For like what, the talent show or something?
Yeah.
Really?
I got second place.
I was did you win?
I got second place, man. The nigga that won, I was so mad we jumped him like a month later.
No, you didn't.
I swear to God we did. This
What was
nigga.
his talent?
Yeah, what did he do?
Huh?
What was his talent?
He said a rap, and the only reason that he won, that made the rap hard, he was like, gang. I remember the line. He was like, gang violence was over, or at least that's what I thought. Until I pressed R2 and left his brains on the sidewalk. He wrote a poem
about playing video games,
about Grand Theft Auto, and when he said that, niggas was like, oh.
I can only imagine. I would be like, what the?
He took the video
game reference
and put it in it.
I would have laughed so hard.
We jumped that nigga. His name was Keith. We jumped him a month later.
You better be hiding.
Dang, Keith.
Wonder if Keith still got bars.
Probably not. What if he heard that somewhere in a video game? He just stole it. We would have never known.
Nah, he was a rapper for real. He used to rap for real. I think he still rap now.
I was thinking, does he still rap now?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I bet you put it in
As
the
a matter of
now.
fact, we jumped that dude like 5 times that year.
You was that mad?
No, I was only the first time it was about that. It was only about that the one time for me.
Oh.
But he kept falling into it with dudes in our crew, and we just jump him again. But he was resilient because he'd come back to school like ain't nothing happened.
I mean, what else you supposed to do?
And after that second time, Mama, I got to switch schools. I heard Karma was cool.
You forgot what I told you, didn't you?
Oh, that was you ain't had no friends.
I did have friends.
You ain't had no good friends.
I did have friends.
Y'all should have been fighting them bitches back.
Oh my God.
It was only one. She was like 400-something pounds. She was tall as hell.
Oh man, listen. About this event we just did for you, by the way.
Yeah, we showed. We have to.
Her son, he went through puberty that day.
Why? What you talking about?
Cause I was a boy once. I know what he was doing. He was chasing. She had on this little tight dress. Her boobs was out. He was following her around.
No, they weren't.
They was like, come over here. Come on. What was his name? Yeah, they was like, Cameron, get over here. He like, nah, mama. He was eating her food after I said he got him a girlfriend. She was like, bye, Cameron. He was like, bye, Cameron. He stood on the couch and gave her a hug. I was like, yeah, he knew what he was doing. He wanted to be on eye level with them titties.
Oh my God. But he was a little gentleman though. He wasn't like a rowdy boy, like a rowdy rough boy. Yeah. He wasn't like that. But yeah.
And speaking of that event, I gotta talk about this.
Yeah.
First of all, that speech you gave, that fake ass cry
Who,
you did.
me?
Yes.
I was not fake crying.
Dog.
It was not fake.
Actually,
was not fake.
Be honest. You know what I'm talking about when she was like, it's
That's not what I did. That's not what happened. That's not what happened.
What you get emotional about?
Because she did one of her poems,
okay.
and it was towards the end of the event, and you know she didn't know that it was dedicated to her. It was a surprise. So when she got there, I'm just like, oh, I want to see her face. So I'm just like, yeah, I got you.
I got in trouble because I made a post about it, the event.
What you do?
Remember I made the post about the event? You know,
oh yeah.
And said
It was so funny. I seen his post and still didn't know it was about me. That's how I don't think people pay me no never mind.
I could have kept that shit up, man.
Because I was like, take that down. He's like, why? I said, because she don't know. Yeah. He said, oh shit, my bad.
So how do you feel being celebrated in the way that you've been celebrated?
It's overwhelming sometimes because sometimes I have this feeling of like I'm not worthy of it. And it goes into just me, like my own internal stuff. I feel about myself. But it feels good to be seen because I do so much like in the community. I do so much like advocacy work. So just for people to see me and me be able to exist in a room with people that just cared about me was just so important. Yeah. And it was just a great feeling. And she pulled it off because I didn't know. I have her location. She gave me a whole excuse of why I couldn't see her location. And I believed it because I'm just like,
okay, cool.
Then I walked in and I'm just like, oh, there's all these beautiful people. And then I'm like, why is my picture over there? And I'm like, oh, that's funny. So
that's amazing. That's amazing.
That's what's up. Oh, was I funny? Did you enjoy me?
Hilarious.
Oh, thank you.
Him and Ja'Cory.
Thank you.
I'm mad we didn't get our picture, so I gotta get a picture with you.
I got you.
Exactly. Because Ja'Cory, he was like, oh, his kids in here. All right.
Just man.
And then
Ja'Cory was like, Ja'Cory was like, "It's kids in here." Oh shit! Oh well, fuck. They
He's like, these kids cuss too. So then when the little boys kept running by, walking by, RJ was like, "Look, it's finna rob you." Nobody walked up.
they look like they was finna rob him.
And then
They
one of them walked by. Ja'Cory said, "Hey, can you say shit? Never mind." And because as soon as I said, I didn't know that it was gonna be kids there.
Yeah.
Not saying that kids weren't allowed, but I just wasn't for sure how many we were gonna have. So he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do some clean comedy." You know what I'm saying? Family friendly jokes, whatever. As soon as Ja'Cory dropped the F-bomb twice, he said, "Fuck that." Clean comedy
out the window.
I was like, oh man. But at the same time, we all grown. You know what I'm saying? We were having fun. We were kicking back. You know what I'm saying? So it was appropriate for me. If you, because you cussing your poems, so it didn't even matter.
She said, "And do."
Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah.
But so when you first started to share your journey, and when people started responding to you the way that they were you surprised, or did that just continue? Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
Breaking the shit. Yes, we can hear you.
I didn't break anything.
It never went out.
Yes, it did. Mine is out. Anyway, so when they started to respond to you, were you surprised? How did did that just motivate you to continue to share your journey?
Yeah, honestly, I was surprised. And it was like overwhelming because when I started sharing on my journey, I found so many other women and even men that have been like either battled with cancer or other chronic illnesses that had similar stories to mine, like doctors ignoring them or not getting proper treatment. I was like, oh shit, I thought I was just getting picked on by the universe.
No.
Apparently, like this is a reoccurring thing, and so that like put me in a full force with my activism work with working with like healthcare reform and stuff, because I'm like, it's a bigger issue. It's not just a me issue. It's a whole world issue.
Okay. I just thought of another great question. What do you want your legacy to be? How do you want people to remember you?
Y'all cooking today.
Ooh,
With grease.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's say that to the end of the interview.
To the end? Okay.
Let's say that to the end.
That's what we
All
gonna
right.
do.
Okay.
I'm gonna simmer on that.
Simmer on it. Yes. We'll bring it back.
Go put the lid on it.
Yeah.
Put a lid on that one. What do you do?
I assumed you were going to ask something now.
Yeah.
I can predict a little bit.
I guess.
Yep.
So you do a lot of poetry slams. Have you ever thought about having your own poetry? Because you're a part of Jeff Sky's events. Because he does a lot of those, and other people. Have you ever thought about doing your own poetry slam?
I have actually thought about Queen's Provision reached out to me and offered to like give me space where they have events and stuff. So I have thought about like actually doing like a benefit thing with like having spoken word and rap and music and like doing something. So that's something I've thought about.
Okay.
Something that would be really cool.
I'll be there.
Okay. We will show up.
Oh yeah,
All
definitely.
purpose
I'll be there.
podcast. Be there.
And if you need me to host it,
Yeah.
No.
I'll volunteer tribute. What you mean, no?
No. I'm gonna come do some poetry though. I got this poem I'm working on. It's called Horse.
Oh my goodness.
You're not performing that at
Take a trip to Canada because I've never been to Canada. So it's like little things on my bucket list that I'm doing. But yeah, those are like the main things. I'm just doing stuff on my bucket list for real.
Right.
I'm doing things that I don't know that make me happy.
Right.
Because I feel like
joy.
for like the last 3 years, I've kind of like poured everything into like other people, and so now my best friend Kai was telling me, she was like, now it's time for other people to pour in you.
Focus on you, boo boo.
Absolutely.
Focus
It's
on
hard
you.
for me to do that.
Yeah,
So now I'm just in a place where I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do stuff for Ashley.
Yeah, and a lot of people they do that. Like my mom, when my granddad was sick, she was doing so much for other people, and I'm just like, you gotta start doing things for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you can't feel bad about it if you say no. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But sometimes being selfless is not being selfish. But sometimes you can be selfish with yourself.
Right.
I think it's important because if you pouring out, you ain't gonna have nothing.
I think
You can't pour from an empty cup. If I ain't got nothing to give you, what do I give myself? I don't have nothing left. If I gave you all my cookies and I wanted a cookie and I ain't got nothing left, not even a chocolate chip or a crumb, now I'm mad.
Right.
But I chose to give
I
them
chose
out.
that, yeah.
Right.
What was you saying, Star?
So, how do you feel now, like just with continuing to embody that self-love? you know, how do you feel? Like just continuing to go forward, you know, with doing that. How do you feel?
It feels good, but also like in an odd way, I kind of feel like I'm being selfish because I'm not used to like just pouring
doing all of
into
that.
myself.
Mm-hmm.
So at times it feels kind of selfish, but I am learning to enjoy it because I realize the people that I have around me now are still embracing me even when I'm not pouring into them.
Mm-hmm.
And so now it's like, oh, okay, so I can have y'all around and still pour into myself.
Yeah.
You know, so that feels good to like be able to do that now.
That's good. That's amazing.
Oh, speaking of bucket list, you recently went and visited the firehouse.
I did.
You did.
How was that? You know, like you had so much fun.
It was fun.
You talking about Firehouse Subs?
No,
Oh,
fool, the
fire
fire
station.
station.
Oh, I'm like
Engine number 9.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. All right.
Goodness.
It was fun though. Like the little kid in me was so excited because I never got to see like a fire truck up close when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So a little kid in me was like, "Oh, this is so cool!" So and they turned on the lights and stuff for me. So I was like kidding out. So it was pretty fun.
So did you ride in one or did you go to the station?
No, I got
you
to
just
go to the
visited.
station. Yeah, and they showed me like a tour, like the fire trucks.
Yeah.
And turned on all the lights. It was pretty cool.
Cause shout out to the Palmers for hooking that up for you, Miss
So
Miss Tracy, Mr. Corey.
Question: did you I know what you having cancer and everything. Did you get anything from like Make-A-Wish or anything?
No, so Make-A-Wish is like more so like for kids, but there are
That's
like
bull.
programs they have for adults.
Mm-hmm.
And I got put on a list. Now this is gonna sound like a dark joke, but I feel like it's gonna be okay.
Oh Lord.
So the list they got me on is really long, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it to my place on the list.
Oh
God.
Lord.
So what do we have to do to make this happen? What can we do?
Yeah,
We gotta call
we
David
gotta-
Williams and make some shit. That's the person who
Yeah.
does Make-A-Wish, by the way. That we gotta
Okay.
call him
Mm-hmm.
and complain.
Right, for real. Like, why y'all? Like, y'all know that some of these people.
Y'all gotta call and be like, my friends Ashley and RJ. They only got so much time. They need you to make they shit happen now.
Why we gotta put you in
Because
it?
I want to meet Michael Jordan. I want to meet Michael Jordan.
You going to hell anyway? We're gonna put you in it. Oh, Michael Jordan. Okay, and
You know, it's funny because a comedian said this at an open mic I was at another night. It was hilarious. It's a dark joke. He said he wondered if this job exists. If like Make-A-Wish has a call center for collections call center. Like, hey man, you know you still alive?
That's
Oh my
jacked up.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
We need you to pay for those Usher tickets.
Yeah.
shoot.
Mm-mm.
So with your treatment, so what's like a typical day for you? You know, do you have chemo every single day?
No, I go 3
or?
days a week.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's
Is
like
it painful?
It is. It
Mhm.
is. More so it's like the side effects, not like actually getting it done.
Mhm.
Like the side effects is like
What's the process of the the treatment like? How
So
does that
I
work?
go into the center, they draw blood and stuff before you get done because if your levels are like too high or too low, you can't get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Then they send you like over to the lab where they go and they insert your ports. So my ports in my chest.
Okay.
Some people have them in their arms, like
Okay.
other parts.
Okay.
Just
And
like
so-
dialysis.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have them in their arm, and the needle they have is like a 4-inch needle they put
Mm.
into your chest.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're lucky, it's numb, so you don't feel it. But
Mhm.
sometimes you do feel the needle because they don't numb you properly.
Mm-hmm.
And you just sit there. I sit there anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, depending on the session. You just sit there.
Now let me ask you: do you have the same people that treat you all the time?
Yes.
See,
Yep.
that's the only thing I hate about dialysis is
Different people.
we don't in dialysis it's one staff, but sometimes it's different people. Like they had a new girl doing me yesterday,
Uh
and I was like, "Bitch!" I like,
oh.
Now I know what you mean though. Sometimes they just switch up.
everybody can't do the needle, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't want to be mean, but I don't want you today, please. But like,
Because you're used to one person doing it the way that they do
like
it.
last week,
Mhm.
You trust them.
Yeah, last week, one chick poked me and I bled the whole 4 hours. I wouldn't stop bleeding. Every 10 minutes, it's a puddle on the ground, and I'm like, and they just cool about it. I'm like, bitch, you know I can die from this, right?
Yeah.
Is they just cool? Like, oh, we gotta change out his bandage again. Like, no, y'all gotta
Do
call
some-
somebody or
Yes.
something.
I need some medicine for this or something.
I literally bled out the whole 4 hours,
Oh
and
my
every time I
God.
looked down, it was a puddle on the tray next to me and on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what did they do? Just kept changing
Just
it?
kept changing it until it
Lord.
stopped bleeding. I'm like, y'all ain't gonna give me no juice or a banana or something.
No, your sugar gotta be low.
Right, exactly. Did they give you any? Did they?
Feeling lightheaded? Hell no.
They didn't give you nothing at all.
So there's no way you can request for, to have that same person. Or is that
You
just
can-
like
You can, but
it's hit and miss if they're gonna be there though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hit and
Yeah,
miss.
because they might be
Then
on vacation or something. They had the day off.
it'd be like you also. I don't know about you, but it'd be feeling like kind of rude. Like I made one girl cry because I didn't want her to poke me. But I was just like, I'm sorry, bitch, you don't do it right.
No, I've had that same experience. Like in my defense, I was already having a bad day.
Yeah.
So I was having problems with my port already, and so I'm already annoyed because I've been poked 3 times already.
Yep.
And so here she comes, and she's a student.
Oh,
And like
hell
most
no.
of the time, I don't mind students. Cause I'm like, y'all gotta learn. I don't mind students. I already having a bad day, so I was like, hey, I don't want you to poke on me. She was like, well, they told me to come over and try. I said, you're not gonna try on me.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
No.
See,
And she got upset, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't feel bad. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
you're not gonna practice on me.
Yep. The girl I made cry. She was only 22, and
Okay.
she was saying a little slick. So I was like, I don't want you to poke me. She was like, well, it's gonna have to be me sometimes. I was like, we'll see. We'll
Look,
see.
in the next 6 or 7 months, maybe
Right.
when you here for a little while longer.
Mhm.
'Cause,
Uh-huh.
No, my granddad was the same way. He was like, "This let anybody work here, huh? This is anybody be a doctor these
And
days."
when I go to the hospital, because I got difficult veins, like my veins are hard to find. They always have the most low level motherfucker at the hospital poke you.
I swear.
And get trying to install you. I'm like, no, you got to get some. I'm like, I know who to ask for. Like, you have to get a phlebotomist who been here for a while, or somebody from the ER team.
Yep.
That because they good at finding veins. They be like, well, let me try it. After 10 pokes later, and I'm just looking at you upside your head. You stab. Sorry.
It make you so mad.
Yes.
It's like, I'll do it myself. Give it here.
At that point, like it does, because I'm not gonna say what hospital, but it's only so many hospitals here.
Yeah.
But when I first started chemo, I didn't have the port in my chest. I had it in my arm, and so they ended up having to remove it, and I was just getting chemo like just through my IV. And I had got poked 12 times, and they couldn't get it,
Yep.
and they ended up blowing a vein, and my arm swelled up. So they went and sent somebody to get like one of the machines for the IV where they can look like at your veins with like a
What?
X-ray type thing.
Yeah.
And they still missed.
Oh my
They did that to me too.
Oh.
I was horrified. I cried.
Yep.
And then the lady's like, it's okay.
It's not okay.
My arm is swollen. I feel woozy. I'm going to pass out right here.
It got to the point where I was being an asshole in the hospital because I was in the hospital for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Every morning they came in to get, they sent somebody to get blood. She was like, I'm here to wake me up at 6 a.m. I'm here to get blood. No, you ain't.
Not right now.
Ain't gonna get me today.
No, come back in like 3 hours when I'm actually awake.
For like a week, I told them niggas no. And then they started figuring out and sending nurses and people more skilled.
Yeah.
Don't send me now I just be like, don't send me nobody with a certificate. Send me a motherfucker that actually went to college.
No, for real, they got a badge.
So knowing of the time that you have, how do you feel just going forward day by day?
Now I'm a lot better with it.
You're a
Now
lot
I'm
better.
just kind of in the moment where it's like I just live every day for
You
day.
live every day.
I don't
Yeah.
focus so much
On that.
on like the
Right.
time clock.
Mm-hmm.
When I first found out, it sent me on a spiral.
Mhm.
Like I was in a deep dark place with it. But now I'm just kind of like okay, because I'm at peace with it. I feel like I've done enough now. Where if it don't come and it don't come, I'm gonna be alright. Like it's
And
not.
you know what?
You've made your peace.
I admire you
Amazing.
so. I admire your strength for that so much because, baby, if it was me,
Oh Lord, here he go.
I'd be in Vegas fucking everything wrong. I'd be, man, what? Every dollar I got, I'm gonna be out here paying for pussy.
That's it.
Huh?
That's what you gonna do.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
pretty
it.
much,
You don't got
yes.
no other kind of like.
Man, I fuck on all Magic Johnson old hoes, man. It's like whatever at this point. I'm going out anyway. Me and Charlie Sheen to be out here running bitches.
Why? Because Hugh Hefner not here no more.
No, you know Charlie Sheen got AIDS too.
I didn't hear about. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Charlie
Yeah, he
Sheen. Yeah.
We be out here running bitches. No condoms. We have no anything but condoms party.
I don't need you to go home and go to bed.
I'm just saying.
You need a nap.
I'll be out here stealing from stores. What you gonna do? Send me to jail, bitch? I got 8 months. I'm gonna be gone before the trial over. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
No, but on the serious note, I'm serious though. I do admire your strength and your courage. Like that really is moving to see you in such good spirits though.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm ignorant. I can't help it.
Yes, you can. You just don't want to.
God put his struggles on his toughest soldiers.
Man, listen, no. That's not what that means. Oh my God. I was afraid of what you was gonna say.
Oh boy.
Or what else you was gonna say? 'Cause I know what the first part you didn't say it, but the second part I've never heard you talk like that before. Oh my God.
I meant everything I just said. I'm gonna do all the stuff I want, man. I'm going out with a bang.
Literally, I guess so. I'm gonna look. We're gonna be looking for him. He's gonna be somewhere on the that fake Eiffel Tower naked. Like I ain't gonna get him down. Nah,
I'm gonna be dining and dashing at restaurants, man.
You do that now.
No, I don't.
I'm kidding. Lord have mercy. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, as I mentioned, that's like I told you at the event that we had. Everyone's been following your story. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't always find someone who's so brave in sharing, you know, their, because like I said, black people especially, can be so prideful. They don't ever want to, I'm not gonna claim that.
Right.
Okay, well if that's what it is, go get the help you need so we can see if we, what we can do for you to see. You know what I'm saying? What we need to do for you so you can maybe have a chance. Because God has the last say.
I hate you, man.
What?
I was just finna say.
You would lie.
No, for real. I was waiting on you to stop. I was gonna say I believe at the end of the day, I believe you're gonna be here. I believe God has the last say. So at the end of the day, because I was just in the hospital and they told me I wasn't gonna make it out because I had holes in my lungs. But I'm sitting here in this motherfucker's coffin.
Right.
Literally, the doctor came in and they gave me we can make you as comfortable possible speech. When the doctor sit down and touch your leg, you finna die.
Oh yeah, that's when you know your time.
That's yes. He did when he's like we can make you as comfortable as possible. Blah blah. And the next day, 2 days later, mother was like, "Well, you're getting better. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened."
Would you ever like to see a movie done on your life? Or documentary or anything of some sort like that?
I think I would. I think it would be interesting because I have like so many different pieces of myself, and there's so many things that people just don't know about me. Whether it's I don't share them because I'm still embarrassed about them, or I don't share them because I just don't think they're important. But I do think it would be interesting because people will be able to see why I am like completely the way I am. Because I've had people ask me like, "Why are you so positive about having cancer? You're not like wallowing. You're not this. You're not that." And I tell people like, me being miserable or soaking in the misery of it is not going to help me heal. Yeah. It's not going to better the people around me. So I would rather like pour light and love everywhere I go. So if this is the last and first time people meet me, that's what they'll remember.
Yeah, exactly. Remember me as I was.
You are so strong,
right?
Because man, once again,
that Vegas trip,
I'll be in every chick inbox. Bitch, I got 6 months. Give me some coochie.
That's what he said. My brother even said that. He was like,
"Give me some coochie."
I would just be sleeping with all the girls I could. I'm like, bro,
listen.
My time is not long here. Give me some coochie.
That might take it out of here quicker. He said, "Oh well, anyway."
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was
no.
going to say something.
I was going to say,
as usual.
I was going to say, pertaining to you wanting, or you would love to see a movie or a biopic done on you. If you had a selection to pick a person to portray you, who would it be? Now, this might be something that you might have to really think about. So we, hopefully, we can get that answer. But yeah,
I never thought about.
You never thought about it.
No. Probably like Jill Scott.
Jill Scott.
Okay.
I see that.
Jilly from Philly.
I can see that. That's
her
amazing.
smile and her brightness.
Yeah, she has like this really like bright angelic energy.
I'm so glad
and she don't play. You don't play
Yeah.
neither. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I can see that.
That's amazing.
Jill
I
from
love
Jill.
Jill.
Living my
I
life.
love
Let's go.
Jill.
Nigga.
She's very poetic too. So
She is.
I would love to see her recite one of your work. One of your poems.
That would. I'm about to put that on my
Put
bucket
that
list.
on you. Put that on the
Make some
bucket.
phone calls.
There you go.
Listen.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go. See.
And I heard she's very personable. She's very down to earth. So. We might come
Amazing.
What
Trying
are
to see
you
what
doing?
time it is.
I be so scared when he take my phone because he be posting ignorant shit. He might say something.
I was gonna post something ignorant today.
I know you was. That's why I'm glad.
You caught me right in time.
I'm glad I did because I wasn't gonna get no phone calls. Last time this fool I had my phone was blowing up. And I didn't know why. I'm just like, RJ had my phone, and then
I'm that person. Don't leave your phone unlocked around me.
Don't leave your phone around me. I'm playing. And then he threw it.
No, she had a little shitty
your
Android
phone.
at the time. It was like,
He
yeah.
was like, oh, then man, he threw my.
It was you know the free phone Metro give you. You ain't even got to port
It
a
was
number
not
in.
a free phone.
Yes, it was.
That phone cost you $200.
You ain't even have to bring a number in. That's the phone that they just give you.
No,
like,
that phone was $200, and I had it for, and it wasn't messing up. But I just wanted to get it. I just needed, because we went to go see Usher first. I was like, yeah, my Android didn't get him in the light that he was in. So I got this iPhone, baby, and we went for the second time. I said, I'm so glad I got an iPhone because I can see Usher clear as day now. I can relive him and they clear. I'm like, yep, I'm not going back. Well, but some Androids, some Samsungs are very, very nice. But I've just had an experience with this one, with this 12. So I got the iPhone 20 finna come out next month. I can't keep up.
But thank you so much for joining us this evening, Miss Ashley. Now we gonna double back the stars question. What? Oh, go ahead. You ain't gotta ask it again. Go ahead, ask. Go ahead.
We ain't get it out yet. So no, my question earlier was, when it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be, and what do you want to be most remembered for?
I want to be remembered for just love and light. Like,
Love
I
and
want
light.
people to remember the love and the light I brought to them. The legacy I want to leave behind is just advocate for yourself. Never think that just because they have a degree, they know more than you do. Because you know your body better than anybody. So advocate for your health. Because that's what I had to do. I went years undiagnosed. Because they just didn't listen to me.
Okay.
So that'll be my legacy. Advocate for yourself.
Advocate for yourself.
So you were living with it for a while.
Yeah.
And you were feeling.
I was living with it at least 2 years before I got diagnosed.
Really?
Because I was having symptoms, signs, and stuff. But I was going to doctors who didn't look like us, and they didn't take my symptoms seriously. So.
See, I'm so happy I got a black doctor now, but I be looking at her booty a lot, so I don't be listening.
So you don't know what's wrong with you.
I don't be listening.
Man, whatever, dude.
But nah,
you could have polio, don't even know it.
Listen, I could. Well, polio ain't nothing like the flu nowadays.
It was a joke.
Oh, but I do feel like I really like that question, and this is a little different. I feel like we should all answer that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's dope. We gonna ask the guests that from now on. Write that down.
Okay.
Teresa, what you want your legacy to be? No, you know what? I'm gonna ask Star first. Star, what you want your legacy to be?
Well, I want my legacy to be, basically just filled with inspiration. I want people to not second guess yourself. I would say even just through my lifetime, I've had a lot of self-doubt. I had been, younger, X'd out of a lot of things. You got to fight your way through. You ain't going to get a lot of yeses. You might get a lot of more no's. But through that, you know what I'm saying? You just got to keep going. I want to inspire. I hope that every time I have a conversation, or even if I'm just sitting around somebody, that they can feel inspired. So just good vibes.
James, what you want your legacy to be?
Yeah.
Do you have a mic? I'm sorry.
I don't have a mic. But, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
My legacy will basically be, it's never too late, being born cross-addicted, 30, 40 different foster cares, you know what I'm saying, living a life of crime, living in the streets, running a continuous drug enterprise for years, and able to come out of that with 3 felonies and 1 federal offense, never telling on nobody, never been in prison. The Lord has a lot of things that he needed me to do. So 8 years ago, I turned my life around. got 5 degrees, became a collegiate scholar, started businesses. So what my legacy would be is that I was the greatest Mayfield.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
amazing. That's amazing.
I did not know
Clap
that.
for that.
Okay,
I didn't know.
I can tell you see it in one another. I can tell he's a dope boy.
I can tell he just. I can tell that he don't play. I can tell he don't play.
Retired.
He
Retired, yes, retired.
Jadakiss twin.
Okay, so Rachel, go ahead.
So
What do you want to be remembered as? What do you want your legacy to be?
I would want my legacy to be, because for a long time I don't know if I can say that I was taught to not accept myself, but look for ways to be, I guess, more appealing to other people without being appealing to myself. So I would want people to think of me, or when they think of me, I would want them to accept themselves. Don't prove other people wrong. Prove yourself right. That you could do something, and that whatever it is, no matter if it's learn how to do a cartwheel, something simple that's gonna fulfill you. You know what I'm saying? Don't live your life for other people, because some people, especially in the Black community, sometimes people want to live through you because they didn't have a chance. So accept yourself, live for you, make yourself happy, fulfill your own dreams and your own thoughts, and be a better self for yourself. Because at the end of the day, you have to pour into yourself, as you said. Because if nobody else does it, who else? If you don't do it, who else is going to do it?
Yeah.
Right. So accept you, prove yourself right, and convince. Because a lot of people out here put on facades trying to convince other people. So it's like when I hear people or see people do certain things, I'm like, are you trying to convince me or yourself? So you have to believe in yourself, respect yourself. Just have self-love, really.
Value.
Yeah, value. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That way it can transpire to other people, and it can inspire. They can, because I've watched people do that. So I've taken that and applied it to myself. So that's what I would want to project. I want to at least encourage people to take themselves on.
Right on.
And what about you?
What about me? What
you want your legacy to be?
What I want to have?
How you want to be remembered?
Y'all done said all this deep shit. Me, man.
What you thinking?
I'm simple. I want people to be able to just look at my picture and laugh and be able to tell some lies on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was with him when he, you know what I'm saying, or something like that.
Oh, I knew him when he.
Yeah,
I didn't know nothing.
Yeah, I knew him when he. Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? To see my.
So you want people to be able to share memories?
No, just see my.
Or even make it up.
Yeah, make it up. See my picture and laugh and tell some lies on me. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean tell a lie though? Like what?
Because that's what people do. They tell lies on you when you die.
Really?
Yeah.
Who you lied on when they died?
I didn't. I'm just saying. I know people do it.
Because what makes you say that?
Because you ain't never seen nobody at the funeral. Oh, I was his best friend. That nigga ain't even fuck with you like that, man.
That was my dog.
Yeah.
We was in the cruises every Wednesday night. That nigga ain't even go to clubs. He was a deacon in the church. What you talking about?
Look, he had another life that y'all didn't know about. He telling it all now because he can't tell him to be quiet and don't say nothing. That's what it is.
So yeah, I want him to be able to tell some lies on me. Yeah.
Well, at least they will be good lies.
One more question. It's just simple. What is your favorite color?
Favorite color?
Purple.
What is your purple? Okay.
Star, she ain't in special ed. What we asking for?
I'm just saying. I had to ask that. I have an idea.
Now we gotta do another question.
I have an idea because I don't want to. I know it kind of threw everything off because we were on a whole another stronger question, and then we got real intellectual.
Start to fuck the ending up, man. Start to fuck the ending up. Ask somebody a deep question real quick.
I said we can't go on like that. It's okay, but I forgot to ask you that, so I had to ask.
Okay, I think me and you touched on this before about who inspires you.
There we go. Let's end on that.
Who inspires you to be, or who has inspired you to be who you are now? Since you came, because you introvert, but you still have such a bright light about you, and you're still very relatable and approachable, even though you might not think so. Because you see people come up to you and they, you actually came. Tell me how you know me? What you mean? How do we know you? You got awards and crowns and sashes. Of course we know you. So who has inspired you to come out of your shell and actually begin to share your journey and to do everything that you've been doing thus far?
My best friend Kai.
Of course.
Shout out to Kai.
Hi, Kai.
My god brother Courtney.
Shout out to Courtney.
And I would say you.
Me?
You played,
That's
really have
amazing.
played like a big
She
part.
lying.
Like, no, for real. No, because you were the first
You ain't got to
person
say
when I
that because
first
you
got
on our
invited,
show.
you were
No,
one
I'm
of
just
the
playing.
first people
Yeah.
that invited me to come and perform and do anything.
Mm.
Really?
before I got diagnosed.
Wow.
And so doing
Wait,
that,
so the first hair trailer you didn't know?
No, I did know, but that was the first time I had got invited to actually come and perform.
Wow.
Because I had performances lined up,
Yeah.
but people were like, "Oh, I don't think you should come because you should be resting," and they were like canceling shows for me to come to because I don't know. I don't want to make speculations, but
we
Right.
don't want to pay you. We ain't.
Right.
We
but
got
you
the
reached
budget.
out to me,
Yeah.
and like you just had this really just kind, loving spirit. He was like, and I just told you, I was like, hey, like, I have cancer, and like, you're like, okay, like.
So all I said was, as long as you feel comfortable, as long as you're up to it, come on.
And you doing that like really lit a force in me because it made me feel like, okay, well, I can. People still want me here.
Yeah.
And that was like a driving force, and that was like what 2 years ago. 2
Yes.
years ago almost now.
I'm gonna cry.
Aw,
So yeah, like
Thank
you guys like really played like
oh
a big
my
part for
God.
real. Yeah.
That's so sweet. I can't believe it.
And you never
Oh,
knew that.
I did
You
not.
never knew. See, she finna cry again.
Oh
I was
my God.
sensitive to
Now, pay attention to how she cried. Watch.
Oh my God. Because I didn't know that.
Watch she start talking normal in a minute.
Shut up, RJ. Because I just try to do.
See? Oh, sorry.
Shut up. Because it stems from that childhood trauma,
Yeah.
not having that light, not having people around me that told me it was okay to be nourishing or to show other people that it was okay to be yourself. I hate you so much. So for you to say that, it makes me feel like I'm doing something right.
Which is why you should do it again.
Yes.
We'll put it
Which is why you
together
should
and
do
we'll
it
get it
again.
all done.
Oh my God.
Someday, yes. We'll walk in the rays of a beautiful sun.
One more question, and it's not like the other
Oh my
one.
God.
You do have a merch line.
Yes.
Okay, and how can people purchase that?
So okay, and I'm gonna plug some stuff. So
Okay. All right.
you can find everything as far as my merch, other things that I'm doing
Mhm.
on my Facebook page, and you can find my GoFundMe because unfortunately cancer is expensive.
It
so
is.
I
Yeah,
gotta,
we got to plug the GoFundMe.
I
We
gotta
gotta
raise
plug-
money
Shout
to help
that
pay
out.
for my
And it's
treatment.
it ain't a scam. It's real. It ain't
It's
no scam.
real.
Yes.
Like I got the scars to prove it, but
Mhm.
like everything's on my Facebook page, and so it's links to everything as far as like for my merch and everything.
Tell us your
That is
shout your Facebook page out.
So my name is Ashley K, and you can find me
Lee.
on all social media platforms. It's just my name. I'm probably the only one in the world with my name spelled the way my name.
The way,
spelled.
yeah.
So can't help but find me
This-
in my bald head.
This I got
And your
I got-
green eyes. Your green eyes.
I got one question before we go. But also I gotta tell you, this is my GED kicking in. We've been Facebook friends for years. I've been following you for years, listening to your stuff. I thought it was actually Sealy.
A lot of people thought. I'm like, no, it's Ashley K.
I don't know
can't
why.
read.
She-
You can't
when she was-
read.
when she was describing it for y'all, like, you talking about Ashley Sealy? That's what you talking
I
about?
said no because the whole time he know who I was talking about with the whole event. He didn't know, and I'm like, bro. He was like, oh wait, we're Facebook friends, so it ain't Ashley C.
No,
I said,
we
okay.
figured that out like a week prior on the phone.
He didn't know,
Yeah,
but he knew, but he didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But before we get out of here, though, we
Wait,
need
I
to
got a
do our.
question. Once we do a poem, I got a question.
Oh Lord, what
We
now?
gonna end it on a poem. What's
Okay.
next? What's next for you?
Ooh, what's next for me? I have some performances that hopefully I'll be able to do coming up, and I'm gonna drop a single. But I'm looking for a male singer to do the single with me. But
Uh-oh.
a single.
We know a couple. We know a few.
I know.
We know a few. So you're gonna be singing too, or
Oh yeah.
you can?
I can do it.
I know the
You
perfect
can't do
person.
nothing but get on her nerves. That's what you can do.
Y'all ain't hear me
Person.
okay.
You were off key and you were flat.
I know the first
You's a
person.
hater.
I know. Hey, I'm classically trained. Okay, you were flat.
You sing something.
You want me to for real?
No.
Okay. I sure was finna warm up my vocalizer.
Go ahead and do your poem, Miss Ashley. We gonna leave us out. We gonna.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do this piece. It's called Flyganistan.
Ooh-wee.
I'm from the place of the cracked concrete streets, Rose petals replace blood-stained puddles. Pity pick a puddle. Pick your casket wisely. Afghanistan, just like Afghanistan, they don't fly by here. Chicago, distant friend, Chirac. It's fucked up what we heard about them on the news lately. One cold stone, different size, subsidized minds. Where I'm from, the losing hope. Help overcoming possible emergencies, and here comes me. A woman trying to save a city of poverty properly. Bullets fly and glide like it's a war zone. Your home you seen a minute ago has a 70-30 chance of not going home. North side, south side, east or west, waistlides, police say, fuck it, let them do the rest, we arrest when we want to. GM oil mixed with the structure of this here place mistake. Why the hell bring something if you're just gonna take? Like the taste of cocaine to push through the factory, all money, the only money my city sees. But see, the Regis sees wouldn't get me, don't choke on that gun smoke like that fiend on her knees, attempting to make ends meet so she can suck her tongue around the glass, dick, spit shit, flickering tongues of hungry artists, hoping to shoot past in the road, knock on the door where people listen. Where I'm from, the beef is real. It used to be you cross the track, it's a rap, moral hood, Damon Ave, Eckerly, Heavenly has seen the same amount of angels forced to go numb. And even the pastors turn away. Hey, what it do, Pastor Man? Open your hand and pray for your people. Or are you too good to be among the derelicts? Places of worship at the liquor stores and abandoned buildings that women get dragged in. I want to burn it down and make a dungeon, and I'll be done when I can capture every monster. Whether you swim swiftly in sin on Saturday, repent on Sunday, here we go again. Maybe I'm from a place where y'all had turned a deaf ear. I'm having fear everyone says they want to leave, but never go anywhere. A staggering state of illiteracy, ignorancy, ideally, you wouldn't want to be from here. But just like being black, I wear like a badge of honor from corner to corner. So hold on, Fly Guinness.
Woo!
Woo!
Oh, you deep.
Shout out.
Woo!
I gotta say this.
You real deep.
Shout out Merle Hood, Seneca Ave all day.
Ooh, she shot him out.
You ain't even from there.
I am from Merle Hood. Don't play with me.
He didn't even spell
Wow,
Merle.
that is
42-14 Senecas.
They give me your
Born and
old.
It's
raised.
very intellectual.
I like that
It makes
one.
me.
And you know, I love the way that you throw your voice. I love the rhythmic, the rhythm of your voice. You just don't read it. You when you perform it, it's the way that you animate it. I love that.
It's very detailed. I feel like I can just picture every word.
Yeah, exactly.
everything you
Remember
said.
when in school you listen to things, you create what they call mind movies.
Oh yeah. Oh, you definitely that. That could be narrated, and even into the film that you would love to.
Star always trying to make a movie with somebody.
That's cool. That's
Baby, we don't need
Hey,
no
you know,
script for this.
But thank you so much for dropping by.
Yes.
We love you. You know that. You
Yes.
know that. You know what I'm saying? That whenever you got anything coming up, you know we got you if you ever need us.
Oh, for sure.
And make sure that y'all stream Black God. What platforms is it
Available on what
platform?
platforms?
It's on all platforms.
You can
Apple
find
Music,
anywhere.
Spotify,
Oh, yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Anywhere where you can put a password and username in,
Yep.
you can find it. Make sure you
It's
go
there.
stream it because it's going up.
Mhm.
And look, cancer don't stop nothing. Cancer ain't stopping shit, especially not this one.
Right.
Nope.
So in years to come, we just gonna expect more from you because we need some more of that flavor coming. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay. We gonna need another Black God Part 2 of the remix. And thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all want to leave us with anything before we get out of here?
No, we out of here. I mean, well, you got something?
I can shout my page out. If y'all want to get in touch with me, you can follow me on Facebook under Star Consuela, and you can also follow me on Instagram at I Write Songs Because I'm a songwriter and all that good stuff.
Where can we find your pages, RJ?
RJ Leery, comedian RJ Leery, all of that good stuff.
I am at Teresha Simone Moore. And I still have my YouTube channel. Yo, we just hit 1.7K views
Won't he do it?
today. He
Won't
will.
he do it?
He will.
Amen.
And he will. And he will. It's the T spot. THETEESPOT. Come on over here and get the spot with T. Y'all come back next week. And thank y'all for watching the All Purpose Podcast.
Yes.
Cut.
You need to change your YouTube name. You got to spell that shit out every time.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
We gotta change nothing.
Poetry.
Thank you.
We gotta change nothing. You just give it the program and subscribe. That's what you need. That's what you do. That's what you do.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
I was listening to it and my sister was like, "Who is that?" I said, "Ashley." She said, "Oh, your friend? I was like, yeah. So she listened to it, and then when it got done, she was like,
How in this?
and she walked out. And she walked away, was like, yep, cool. What the fuck is this?
It's YouTube live.
And you want to stop streaming?
Yes.